Hey everybody, you see this okay? There we go. Hey guys, I am coming to you from Steph's Kitchen, and I wanted to show you tonight this awesome new recipe called Toasted Orzo Skillet. It's in our new Season's Best. For those of you who are watching this and don't know that I sell Pampered Chef, and so this is our new Season's Best cookbook, and it is the cooking skills edition, and so I am really excited. There's a ton of awesome recipes in here, so much so that this is primarily what I am cooking out of this season. So if you book a party with me, you'll get to sample something out of this cookbook. But tonight I'm doing a lightened version of the Toasted Orzo Skillet. Can you see that? So this recipe is so easy, and there's two things that I wanted to show you right off before the pans get hot. So this is our new skillet, our new grill pan. It has a new coating on it and has been redesigned. The coolest part about the redesign is that the handles come off. So let's see if I can do this. You push this button and then you pull back and you pull it off at an angle. So this is how you wash it, and oh my goodness, it is so amazing. Hey Tiffany, hey Tanya, hey Cricket. Okay, so you're gonna put this on, and there you go. Now, if you guys have been to any of my parties, you know how much I love my grill pan. And that love for my grill pan just went up about 100 notches with this brand new pan. It's amazing. Hey Stephanie. So anyway, so we're gonna be grilling our chicken on this guy. And then this is our other new pan. So this is our stainless skillet. And the cool thing about our new stainless skillet is that it's a non-stick stainless. So basically the advantage to that is that you see this honeycomb pattern? That allows you to still get the sear and the sear and the fond and all that good fun, you know, yummy stuff that gets on the bottom of the stainless that you can make yummy sauces out of. You're still going to get that, but you get the amazingness of a non-stick skillet and the easy cleanup. And I was pretty amazed. I still got that non-stick, which you're going to see that, well, you won't see that on this one, but and then of course, because it's stainless, it's going to work on an induction stove. So I'm going to show you our this Toasted Orzo Skillet. So the recipe calls for shrimp, but I just have chicken tonight, and so that's what I'm going to do. So I've just got some chicken tenders here. Hopefully you guys can see some of this. I played around with my tripod for quite a while trying to figure out the best way. So I'm just going to season my chicken. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and preheat my grill pan here. So get that going while I'm seasoning my chicken. And then, see, the trick is, because of where my stove is located, is trying to get this all in, and me too. So, all right, so we're going to set this aside. Now, the recipe calls for lemon pepper rub. I'm not a huge fan of lemon pepper, and so I'm using sweet basil, and so you really can use whatever seasoning you want. So we're going to set this aside and wait for our skillet to get cold, or to get hot, and we're going to go ahead and preheat our stainless. So, of course, with stainless, you can cook at a hotter temperature, and so I'm going to let that preheat, and we are going to, the other substitution I'm going to make is that I don't usually have a lot of raw onion around here because we're not huge onion fans. So the recipe calls for you to saute some onion. So I am using our 3 onion rub. Love this stuff. I go through several bottles a month just because I use this anytime a recipe calls for onion. I use a tablespoon of our 3 onion rub. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. And then this is the sweet basil. So if you guys have not tried our rubs, they are amazing. So yummy, and they actually have, the way that they make them, they hold their flavor longer, and there's just a deeper, richer flavor, and they're just really amazing. So you will not believe the difference. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt this piece of butter, or this tablespoon of butter, and I move this pan, and that's what we're going to saute. We're actually going to brown our orzo in it. So let's get a cup. This is the orzo. It's in the pasta aisle. It's at the top of the pasta aisle. You guys can, I'm sorry, I'm still messing around with that. I feel very awkward doing it right here, but I really want you to see what's going on. So So I'm going to measure out a cup of the Orzo. And this is called toasted Orzo skillet because, hey Lisa, it's called toasted Orzo skillet because we're actually going to toast the Orzo in this butter. And so before I add the chicken breast, I'm actually going to toast my Orzo. So, okay, so I'm going to show you something really quick. Hopefully I might have to move this a little bit, but I'm going to pull out my my scraper, but I want you guys to see. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so I'm going to be off the picture here a minute, but this is our new tool turnabout. It's called the stainless rotating utensil holder. You guys all know how much we love our tool turnabouts, but I want you to see this. Look, this is, let's see this. It's a spoon rest that comes out at the bottom. Is that not amazing? It's the little things, you guys. It's the little things that make me happy in the kitchen. And the fact that I have a spoon rest that just comes out of my tool turnabout and just, it's just amazing. So, okay, so I'm going to put this Orzo away. This is actually the second time that I have made this recipe out of that box of Orzo. There's probably a cup left. So out of this little box, you can get 3 batches of this recipe. So, okay, so our butter is almost melted. And to this, we're going to add some garlic. So we're going to put in some garlic. I'm going to use a small clove because my husband's not a huge garlic fan. So this is our garlic press. So you're just going to put the clove in, skin and all, into the little hopper here. And then you're just going to squeeze right in there. Good. Ouch. Okay, something just fell in there. Luckily, this is me. Hang on. Time out, guys. Okay, this is at Chick-fil-A what we would call a physical contaminant. Okay. So, okay. So I got that out. Just a pin, part of the garlic press that fell in there. So, all right. So now that we got this down, I'm going to put in my Orzo. I think my chicken is over here. So while this is browning, just kind of spread that around, and then I'm going to toast it. I'm going to show you guys what this toasted Orzo looks like. It's amazing. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken on and grab my tongs. Where did I put my tongs? I think I walked around with my tongs. Yep, I don't know where my tongs went. Oh boy. Okay, well, I might have to go off screen a minute to get my tongs because I think I set them down off screen. I thought I had them, but let's go ahead and put these on and then I'll get my tongs. Okay, so this, I want you to hear the sizzle. That's how you know that these are on. You hear that sizzle? That's how you know that they are on correctly. Or that they, not on correctly, but that the heat is at the right temperature. There we go. All right. All right, let's get this going. All right, I'm right here, guys. I'm going to go find my tongs. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to keep spreading this around while this is toasting. I'm going to measure out 1.5 cups of the broth. And this 1.5 cups, 1 3/4 cups, excuse me, 1 3/4 cups. Hi, Stephanie. I have never toasted pasta. I know, right? You can do it with these because it's almost like rice. It's like a rice. It reminds me very much of rice. So because it's so little, it works really well to toast it. So, and it kind of gives it a nutty flavor. especially because we're toasting it in the butter. It's going to give it this nutty flavor. Alright, so I'm going to let it go a few more seconds, and then I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you guys can see that. Now that I got rid of my chicken one, pull this one over. This is I love these flexible cutting mats. If you don't have these amazing flexible cutting mats in here, amazing. Done with that. Put that away. Alright, so hopefully you'll be able to see this, but you see how all that pasta's kind of like brown? Kind of got this nuttiness to it, so. Alright, so now that we have that in there, we are going to add in our chicken broth. Now the recipe calls for peas, but I'm not a huge pea fan. I actually made it with peas the first time, and it was not bad, but, you know, I don't usually have peas in the house, so, again, we're just going to go do that. Alright, and then, let's see, add the orzo to the skillet. Oh, we forgot to add the onion. So I'm going to add my 3 onion rub now, and, so this is a ½ tablespoon, so I'm going to just sprinkle this in so we get that flavor in our chicken broth. So there's our onion flavor. Guys, sometimes I just really prefer, I mean, there's just something about our 3 onion rub, and my other favorite is the bell pepper herb rub. And those two are just like, I mean, they are my favorites. Number 1, number 2 in our rubs, because I use them interchangeably, and honestly, I feel like I get a much better onion and pepper flavor than when I use the real thing. So, alright, so while we're waiting on all that to turn, we're going to grate some cheese. And I'm going to flip my chicken here because it's probably pretty close to being ready to be flipped. So, put my tongs out here. I get one of these pieces, yeah. You guys see that? Look how pretty brown. Do you get the same strips? Like, you get the grill marks? It's just, and you guys, I just cannot even tell you how easy this thing is to clean. It is unbelievable to me how easy this thing is to clean. It's just like nothing. Nothing. Okay, I am not exaggerating here. Less than 30 seconds to clean this. I would say maybe even less than 20 seconds to clean it. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to let this simmer a little bit, and we're going to pull out our grater, and we are going to grate our cheese, and it is 1 ounce, so that's not much, but I like cheese, so I'm going to go a little bit more. Alright, and then we gotta wait for this. So, this chicken is almost done, and then we are, hey Betty, so then we are gonna put it in a bowl, and we are gonna chop our chicken with salad choppers. You guys, if you are one of my customers, you've been to my parties, you've seen these, almost every time I do it, I do a demo. Salad choppers. I mean, I just love my salad choppers. So, alright, we're going to stir this. Oh, you can see that brown, those toasted pasta. I'm really seeing that now in the broth. So we're just basically, just like you would a regular pasta, you're just letting that pasta soak up the chicken broth. And oh, it needs a little bit, splash of lemon. We'll go ahead and add a splash of lemon. Again, don't have lemon. So we're just going to do a splash of lemon. And now we're just waiting on the chicken to be done. And we're just going to put this all together. If you wanted to, you could even do the chicken in here first and then set it aside and then toast it and do all this other stuff. So if you wanted to do a one-pan thing, absolutely. I just thought it was a little quicker doing it this way because you're doing it both at the same time. So by the time I am ready the orzo is ready, then I'm just going to put everything in, stir it in, and be done. So this is really, like I said, it calls for shrimp. And we definitely enjoy the shrimp at our house. And I did this the first time with shrimp, and it got my husband's approval, and he's the shrimp guy. So this is a really yummy recipe. Okay, so while that's doing that, let me show you a couple other recipes in here because they are just, so good. Okay, so another one that I was surprised at is the adobo chicken sandwich. So this recipe has, it's a Filipino dish that's normally served over white rice, but this one has, so the cooking liquid that you use to cook the chicken is white vinegar, soy sauce, and brown sugar and garlic. And like, I'm just not a huge vinegar fan, so I did not think that I would like it, but you guys, this chicken is so good. It's so good. And then it's got a ginger mayonnaise dressing that goes on the sandwich, and then you top it with carrots and cucumber and arugula. So, but if you just wanted the chicken sandwich and, you know, top it with some lettuce and carrots, I mean, you could do that too. So, because, I was surprised that I actually liked the chicken. This one, guys, I've made this several times. Easy strawberry shortcake. It is easy. It really, really is so yummy. Amber, I don't know if she's still watching, but we did it at her party the other night if you were watching. And this one, upside down banana skillet cake. This cookbook is only $2. $2. And let me tell you, it is awesome. Turkey breakfast and sausage, turkey, sausage, and pepper breakfast quesadillas. This is another one that's a super, Amber's saying, so yummy. Yeah, it was. And same with the quesadillas. Very, very yummy. So, all right, let's check on our chicken here. Turn this back a little bit. All right, so these tenders do not take long at all, so I'm just going to set these in here. See how beautiful those chicken breasts look? Oh! Okay, so we're going to let those set just a minute. I'm going to stir my orzo. This is becoming very, very close. All right, so you guys, if you did this toasted orzo in a regular nonstick skillet, you wouldn't get, and actually if you did the chicken, see all this stuff here? I'll show you. See all this goodie on the bottom? All that stuff would be on the bottom of your skillet. So then when you go to melt the butter and toast the orzo, it's getting toasted in all that yumminess that was just on the chicken. You can't do that in a nonstick pan. I mean, it wouldn't, it just doesn't develop that fond as well. So with this, you're searing, you're leaving it alone, and then you're toasting it. And is the recipe in the newest season's best? Yes, it is. It is, it is. Okay, so this is pretty much done, guys. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit, and then we're going to chop our chicken. So there's a chicken. I'm going to chop this. I love these things. So chicken is hot, 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 but I do not need to wait for it to cool. Just chop it right in the bowl. All right, and I don't want it super chopped. I want this kind of chunky. So of course the peas provide a little bit of color, but so I'm going to add this in. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to add in our cheese. So I'll sprinkle in our cheese, and we'll mix that in. Yummy! Okay. So you guys, how long has this been? What, maybe 15 minutes? Maybe not even that. And so there's a splash of lemon. For those of you just joining us, we toasted the butter in the orzo, or toasted the orzo in the butter. There we go. And then I added sweet basil rub to my chicken, and we're just going to add our chicken in. So chicken didn't get chopped. He was hiding at the bottom, so we're going to stuff him back in. I'm going to chop him. Give him a couple chops. Chop. All right, there we go. All right. And there is our recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And there is the toasted Orzo chicken. This is chicken skillet, or toasted Orzo skillet with chicken or with shrimp. So there you go, guys. That's the recipe. I also have it out if you don't have the Season's Best, although I do recommend it because there are 15 recipes in here that they are all to die for. So do recommend. I'm more than happy to, I have these on hand, so I can drop one in the mail to you for $2 plus shipping or plus postage. But if you want just the recipe to the one we have tonight, you can go to my recipe box, tiny.cc /stephsrecipebox. And you can get all these recipes and more. And if you are loving the skillet and or the grill pan in the month of April, you can get your choice of anything in the catalog, including this beautiful stainless skillet or the grill pan for 60% off as a host. That is virtual party or regular party. So I have one regular party date left, April 13th, which is a Friday. And then I have 3 to 4 virtual parties. So would love to do this. I have my virtual parties. I do Rock the Grill, and I also do one-pot dinners. So we definitely could highlight this one as a one-pot dinner. So I would love to show off some of these new products. We also have some fun new ice cream products that I'll be coming to you a little bit later, either this week or next week with that. So with that, I'm going to enjoy a bowl of my toasted chicken skillet. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.